Debt as a curse to chain. You welcome back to School of Soul. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11x published author. Today we begin the series I believe every soul needs to hear before they ever sign another contract, swipe another card, or co-sign another agreement. This is debt as a binding ritual. And in this first video, we expose the foundation. Debt as a curse, a spiritual chain disguised as an agreement. Most people believe debt is just financial, a dollar amount, a loan, a temporary setback. But debt is not just money, it's bondage. It's ritualistic, it's energetic, it's coded, and it was never designed to be neutral. Debt was created to bind your future to someone else's power. It is not a misstep, it is a mechanism, a strategy used by systems to entangle the soul in perpetual contracts that feel impossible to exit because they weren't designed to end. They were designed to feed. Let's break this down. Debt is always accompanied by a ritual. You sign a contract, you exchange words, you bind yourself by law, you agree to terms. You take on a name, a number, a rate, a repayment schedule, a timeline. You might even be assigned a handler, called a lender, a collector, a banker. And just like that, you're not just financially liable. You are spiritually linked. You're no longer moving freely through life. Your energy is now allocated, chained, tracked, enslaved, because that's what it is. Debt is one of the most powerful tools of control ever created, and it doesn't just operate on your wallet, it operates on your will. Because now your decisions aren't based on soul alignment. They're based on interest rates, late fees, credit scores, fear of collections. You're not free to follow your soul's nudges. You're tied to the invisible leash of repayment. That's the curse. It's not about owing money, it's about losing sovereignty. It's about trading your freedom for borrowed time. And the worst part, you call it normal. You say, I'm just building credit. You say, I'll pay it off next year. You say, everyone has debt. But would you say, everyone's cursed? Because that's the level we need to speak at now. This is not just a financial mistake. This is spiritual entrapment, and they've normalized it so well you defend the chains. Understand this. Every time you take on debt, you are entering a ritual of limitation. You are saying, I don't have enough, so I'll borrow from a system that profits off my lack. That is a spell. That is an invocation of scarcity. That is you declaring to the universe, I am not whole on my own. And the system agrees, so it multiplies that message in your life. You get more fees, more bills, more delays. Why? Because the curse of debt isn't about what you owe. It's about what you become while owing. You become anxious, fearful, overextended. You delay your dreams. You avoid your intuition. You postpone your purpose until after the card is paid off. And the timeline of your soul fractures. Now let's go deeper. Who benefits from this curse? The institutions that harvest your energy. The same systems that issue your birth certificate and track your credit are the ones that profit when you stay bound. They don't want you free. They want you productive but panicked, successful but leveraged, energetically rich but financially tied to them. This is not random. This is ritual architecture. The banking system is a temple of debt. The loan process is a spiritual agreement. The repayment plan is a siphon. And the fear of default? That's the emotional hook that keeps your nervous system in survival mode. This is energetic warfare disguised as economics. If you've ever felt like you can't breathe until the bill is paid, now you understand why. Because debt operates through your field. It blocks flow. It limits faith. It dampens spiritual clarity. It lowers your vibration. It introduces doubt into your manifestation. And most dangerously, it becomes an identity. You start to say things like, I'll never be out of debt. And now, not only are you cursed, but you're speaking the curse into permanence. Let's shift now. Debt can be broken, but not through panic, and not through more work. It must be broken spiritually, through awareness, through intention, through reclaiming your power to declare, I no longer consent to energetic slavery. I may have signed something with my hand, but I break the agreement with my voice. I revoke the spell. I reject the belief that I am less than whole. I cancel the contract, not just on paper, but in the ether. Because here's what they don't tell you. Debt is spiritual consent. Even if you were desperate, even if you didn't know better, consent is still consent. And spiritual law says, what you agree to becomes real. But guess what? That law also works in reverse. When you stop agreeing, you stop binding. When you name the curse, you weaken its grip. When you recognize the pattern, you stop recycling it. You are not here to live in repayment. You are not here to owe anyone your energy, your time, or your peace. You are here to remember that your very existence is a form of wealth. And when you remember that, the system loses its grip. This is just the beginning. In this series, we're going to unpack every layer of this ritual. How debt acts as energetic bondage, how it's tied to your birth certificate and legal identity, how school, housing, and credit systems were designed to manufacture obedience through scarcity. You'll learn the spiritual laws being violated and the metaphysical loopholes they hope you never find. But for now, begin here. Break the first spell. Stop saying, I'm in debt. Start saying, I'm breaking free. Stop saying, I have to pay this. Start saying, I am reclaiming my energy. Debt may exist on paper, but you exist on power. You are the living proof that curses can be broken when truth is spoken. Welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Manifestation series, where we don't just talk about manifesting, we master it. Because let's be honest, manifestation has been watered down, reduced to vague quotes, mood boards, and empty promises. But you didn't come here to wish. You came here to build a reality that hits different. A reality that responds to your frequency, your language, your alignment, and your decision to stop playing small. This series is not fluff. It's physics, frequency, and fierce creative power. Inside the Manifestation series, you're going to learn how to collapse timelines, shift identities, and speak worlds into existence, just like the greatest minds in history. This isn't just about being positive. This is about being powerful. Here's what you unlock inside. Vision to Reality, the Vision Board course. You've heard about vision boards, but you've never done them like this. This is a full energetic ritual, a precision-coded map for your subconscious, designed to bridge image, frequency, and strategy. It's not arts and crafts. It's blueprinting your future in visual form and turning it into matter. Time, quantum timelines, and why time isn't real. Manifestation doesn't take time. It takes alignment. In this module, I'll show you how time is just a mirror of energy and how to collapse timelines using choice, clarity, and vibration. Past, present, future, they're happening now. And when you know how to navigate time quantum style, you stop waiting and start receiving. Quantum jumping, instantly up level. Your next level life isn't years away. It's one decision away. In this training, you'll learn how to quantum jump, how to shift into a version of you that already has what you desire. This isn't fantasy. It's how high-performance creators, athletes, and spiritual masters leap beyond limits. Jump now. Land in power. Every word. The power of affirmations and spoken language. Words build worlds. In this course, I show you how to use affirmations like spell work, not just repeating empty mantras, but speaking with vibration, intention, and spiritual force. If you've ever felt like affirmations don't work, this will change everything. You'll learn to command your field, not just request from it. The greats, learning from the most exceptional minds in history. We're not the first to master this. In this legendary module, we decode the techniques, habits, and quantum genius of the world's most powerful manifestors, from ancient sages to modern icons. You'll learn how to think like the greats, move like the greats, and manifest like the greats. This isn't another feel-good series. This is a spiritual weapon, disguised as a manifestation course. It's made for leaders, cycle breakers, visionaries, and soul builders. You don't need another wish list. You need a system that teaches you how to bend reality. This is that system. So if you're ready to stop playing with potential and start creating results, welcome to your next level. The Manifestation series is open now. You know what to do. Let's build what they said was impossible and make it inevitable.